McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, the most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Brady going to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, Brady.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a gain of 35.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But now it's third and goal.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Flush to his... And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. To return is Jadon Mickens. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're staring at a two-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Throwing now is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to... perfectly and knocked it free.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. At a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pick. Pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady Gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Succop's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively. They go play action with Burrow.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a terrific first half for the second-year quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Brandon Wilson to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on 4th. Shakes off the sack. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady now on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down, Buccaneers.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a 1st down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
Now Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And Succop will put this one right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And some strong running. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. Touchdown, Bengals. Thaddeus Moss, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Now here's a throw that's complete. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Flushed out right.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
He'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Brady going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mixon with a first down carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Sheds off the tackle. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McPherson on for the extra point.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And then that's the thing, the crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated.